Walk me through Atletico Madrid, brother.
I can do that.
Walk me through.
This is actually the most excited I've been in a transfer window for Atletico in a very, very long time, and it'll be a very apparent why.
You were pretty excited last year, though, right? I remember you liked Conor Gallagher, Julian Alvarez.
I loved Gallagher, but damn, it didn't really work out for Conor, like at all, honestly. But yeah, I was excited. I was excited, and Julian. I mean, who's not gonna be excited about that? Like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
But I'm actually twice as excited for this
Why
year.
is that?
Well, here's why. We have Alex Baena. I want to start with him. Alex Baena, 7 goals, 9 assists with Villarreal. Emphasis on the 9 assists because the season before that, 14 assists. He's your Spanish winger's favorite Spanish winger because he's just as good off of dribble penetration as you would want in La Liga, but he's Spanish, so he's going to make that pass. He's going to combine. I see a lot of combination play between him and Julian Alvarez coming up this season. It's what Atletico did not have at all this season. Our wingers were Simeone and Llorente at times. You know, our wingers were Simeone and, you know, a very inconsistent Lino, right? It just, we didn't have it. We didn't have any wing play at all last year. But now we get probably one of the better wingers in all of La Liga and Alex Baena. I think this is a really, really good signing, not only because of his talent, but because it's exactly what Atletico need. So he's going to come in and he's going to be able to thrive. Very excited for Baena. Another player that we got that honestly, it kind of took me a while to really understand why I'm excited, but the more I think about it, the more excited I get. And this is Mateo Ruetti, the left back from Atalanta. This is perfect. Why I really like him is he's not pacey. He's not, you know, he's not going to outpace his opponent. But he's very smart spatially, so he's very good defensively. But even more so, he's very technical. This is why I'm excited, because just like Baena, who's very technical on the ball, Ruetti is a technical fullback. The fullbacks that we had last season were Reynoso, God bless him, great guy, good luck in Sunderland.
Yeah, Premier League, baby.
And Javi Galan, who is, honestly, he's a good fullback, but he's mainly just all physical traits. He's not very technical. You see Ruetti play. He loves to play on the ball with the ball at his feet. Very excited for him. A third player that we got that I'm very interested to see is Johnny Cardoso. We got Cardoso from Real Betis. Personally, just as a U.S. men's national team fan, this really excites me. I'll get to actually cheer him on a week-to-week basis.
Has there ever been American at Atletico Madrid?
Dude, great point.
This might be a first in the modern era, man.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I'm actually a little nervous for him because
should be.
This is by far the biggest challenge that he could put himself in. He succeeded at Internacional. Great. Then he went to Real Betis. I thought that was the perfect transition. And at Betis, he was good. He was very, very good. But now he's going to a club where the culture is losing is not an option. We cannot lose. And if you're a player who starts for Atletico, you have to have that mindset. Cardoso has never been with a club that has that mindset. Never. We fight for Champions League every single season. We expect Champions League. So we expect our midfielders to fight for 90 minutes every single week, every single match midweek for Champions League as well. So Cardoso is going to really, really test himself here. I've never seen him perform at this high level.
No.
I've never seen him do it. So I'm very curious to see if the culture of Atletico brings him up. There's an insane opportunity for Cardoso to really excel his own career here. I'm very excited to see what he can do.
I think at the club level, he's built for it. I think he is, bro. He started off at Internacional.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
That's a crazy place to start your career. The confidence you get from playing for a historic Brazilian side and Copa Libertadores, Copa Sudamericana, and thriving is really, really impressive. Then going to Real Betis and transitioning well, I think is really, really good. If anything, the only thing that concerns me is the weird national team appearances. But honestly, I'm just going to put that on the whole national team culture and everything going on over there. Because individually, he's on a great path at club level. I want to believe in Cardoso. I do. And I think Simeone will tap into what he already has, which is, I think, a lot of good skill on the ball, but a good mentality, which I think really pays off with Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, absolutely. And just continuing this technical trend, because we have Baena, Ruetti, now Cardoso, apparently just announced a couple days ago, Thiago Almada. Thiago Almada, the man who was replaced Messi when Messi's been injured, honestly, a lot these last 12 months for Argentina, is now an Atletico player. And this really excites me. His numbers aren't great, but he's also Copa Libertadores winner with Botafogo.
There's a lot of ways you can frame Almada, bro. Isn't that crazy? The guy that replaces Messi, the Botafogo double winner, the Atlanta United legend.
and honestly, I'll add a fourth one. He's the Antoine Griezmann replacement, ultimately.
Damn.
Because the way he plays is very Griezmann-esque in the sense that he's a pure playmaker. He makes all of his dangerous opportunities off the pass. And if I have Baena combining with Alvarez from a wing position, and then now I have Almada combining with Julian Alvarez centrally, well, Atletico, all of a sudden, man, we've completely changed our offensive makeup. Completely.
True, man.
So this is why this is the biggest transfer window Atletico's had low-key in like 10 years.
And just sticking to the offensive talk right now, rumors of Lookman. I looked into the Lookman rumors. They seem to be real.
Yeah.
And it feels like if there's another move for Atleti, it could be that one.
I personally feel like since Almada penned this like literally 2 days ago, I think we're gonna the Lookman opportunity is gonna slowly die out.
Okay.
So that's how I see it.
Would you take him though if y'all end up?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you would.
Bro.
Happily?
I would happily take Lookman, man.
What's interesting for Atletico Madrid is you combine those moves with the ones that involve players leaving.
Right.
Because there's been, you could argue, an overhaul, man. There's a lot of notable players leaving the Atletico Madrid jersey to go elsewhere.
I just want to say very quickly to those players, Axel Witsel, thank you for your service. Goodbye. I'll shake your hand. Good luck to you. Cesar Azpilicueta, Spain legend.
Out?
He's gone.
Where? Is he just done?
Yeah, he doesn't have a club. There's no sign if he's signing with anybody if he retires. Yeah.
Okay.
But Azpilicueta, gone. Good luck to you, my
Adios.
friend. Reynoso, another member of our backline, also gone to Sunderland, who just got promoted in the Premier League. Good luck. He'll take great experience to that side. I have no doubt about that. So good luck to you, sir. A big one that I really want to take the time to say my goodbyes here, Angel Correa, who's actually now a Tigres player. Shout out. It's going to be a lot of fun watching him in Liga MX, but he is, if there ever was a loyal Atletico player, it's Angel Correa. In the sense that no matter what Diego Simeone asked him to do, he would do it. He was Diego Simeone's soldier for 10 straight
10
years. 10 years.
Holy shit, dude.
Last year was his 10th season.
Time flies.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
He spent from 20 years old to 30 years old at Atletico.
Wow.
Yep. His entire youth and prime was spent with the beautiful Colchoneros in Madrid. And like I said, dude, he was so loyal. He made so many appearances for us. He made an entire career basically coming off the bench. Because that was his role. It was to come off the bench. He never complained. He didn't care. And he scored some crazy bangers for us, man. His goal scoring ratio for the amount of time he played is actually really, really high because he never really played that much. But he scored a ton of goals for Atletico over these last 10 years. He was such a fun player to watch, especially when he was, a little bit more healthy. So electric, so dynamic. One of my favorite players from that perspective. So thank you, Angel Correa. You've given me some really beautiful memories. It was so fun to cheer him on, and now I'm excited to see what he does in Mexico for Tigres. Curious to see how he handles not being a substitute player anymore, but being the star player on Tigres.
90 minutes is going to feel weird to him.
Yeah.
It's going to feel weird, bro.
I don't know if he's going to be used to it, man. 'Cause not only is he expected to play 90 minutes, but he's expected to be the guy now.
Yeah.
When you look at Tigres' offense, we criticized it all last season. It's non-existent. But now with Correa in the fray, I'm expecting him to score a lot of goals.
10 million, I think, was a transfer and one of the highest transfers in Liga MX this season. Bigger responsibility, but wouldn't be surprised if he starts asking for a bench role because that's what he's used to. And he actually thrives in that, But realistically, no, he should have a bigger workload, more responsibility. And I do think he will ultimately want that after spending such a long time under Simeone's command. He is going to be more free offensively, and he's going to give everything to that Tigres shirt. He's a passionate Argentine. Yeah, always a great player. And I just remember his run this past season. He had a weird run where he scored so many either game-tying goals in the final minutes or game winners. And that's just his signature at this point. It's just coming in and scoring that surprise goal or generating a really close opportunity. He's done it for so long. Angel Correa is out. Next up is another notable name that if you watch this podcast, you've in a way seen the relationship that you've had with this player. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Some would even argue toxic at times.
Right.
But it's a relationship you endured for a very long time, and one that comes to an end with a crazy tagline, a crazy title, which is Inter Miami. Messi's Inter Miami acquires Rodrigo de Paul.
Can't get rid of the ball, man. Can't get rid of him. Yeah, I've seen him for years at Atletico. And again, I've had so many ups and downs with him. I've seen him years, honestly, thrive with the Argentine national team. And now I'm going to see him a lot more if he completes this move to Miami, because he'll be right here with us in the States, man. You can't get rid of De Paul. And defenders I'll say the exact same thing, because De Paul's a menace in the midfield, bro. That's what I get out of his years with Atletico. Relentless. If you had to use one word to describe Rodrigo de Paul, it's relentless. The engine that man is, box-to-box midfielder, if there ever was one. And that's why I love him. That's why I love and will miss De Paul, because what he gave to us maybe wasn't the most technical football, but it was heart, passion, blood, and sweat. Every single time he was on the pitch. And you can't hate that, bro. You can't hate that. And so I will miss De Paul. And I'm curious to see how we look without him, to be honest, man, because he was ultimately instrumental to the style of play that Atletico played for the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He was the go-to midfielder under Diego Simeone. Now that he's looking to be gone, low-key, I think our midfield's going to go through a bit of an identity shift here without him. And there might be some growing pains that we go through at the beginning of the season, because a midfield without the ball, honestly, I can't imagine it. So I'm curious to see, does Cardoso come in and try to make it his own? Sure, he has to, but I think this is just going to be a bit of a period where it's just going to look a little awkward for Atleti.
Absolutely. Identity will be really interesting. And I mean, I think it is a skill to be available so much. And Rodrigo de Paul, ever since they won the World Cup, I feel like he's barely even missed a game, dude. He's always there sporting the Atletico Madrid jersey or the Argentine jersey. And now he's going to go do the serviceable thing as an Argentine, go take care of Messi. And I'm actually really excited to see how he dominates in the MLS, because he's still only 31 years old. I think he could easily transition to the MLS and completely thrive in the midfield, where Busquets is starting to need extra help. Rodrigo de Paul will be a great addition. And I mean, just what a get for Inter Miami. I think this actually does elevate them a ton, man, because at the end of the day, a player of Rodrigo de Paul's quality at his age is pretty rare to see. Messi's going to love it. I think Inter Miami is going to benefit a lot from having de Paul in their team.
Oh, dude, if De Paul makes his move to Miami, he's immediately going to become the best defensive midfielder in all of the MLS. Immediately.
Between him and Nagby.
Yeah, maybe a prime Nagby.
Yeah, probably prime Nagby. I think easily he gets into that. Yeah, he's that type of player now. Also, I saw nothing for Rodrigo Riquelme. Apparently he's leaving.
He's gone.
He's just, fuck that guy.
He gave us what he could.
Yeah.
And once again, thank you for your service, Riquelme.
I think that's it for moves so far that are notable. But what a transfer window for both Liverpool, my squad, and your squad, Atletico Madrid.
Crazy.
Incredibly promising. I think it's good, though, what Atletico's got going on. And we harped last year for so long on the lack of creativity in the midfield and how Julian Alvarez went off, at the end of the day, just by himself. I want to see how he thrives now with a midfield that can feed him. A dude who had 24 assists in 2 seasons, and Alex Baena, and a guy like Thiago Almada, Argentine, who's immediately going to connect with Diego Simeone and know how to play his role as a soldier, as a creator, as a goal scorer. I think the opportunity is there for Atletico Madrid to be really exciting. Is this enough, though? As always, it's the same question with Atletico Madrid, to push him into the Barca, Real Madrid echelon, where they can go eye to eye with those teams and challenge them. Is this enough yet?
It is. This is enough. We're title contenders now going into the season. Now, of course, it'll remain to be seen who starts off good, how the form actually is. But on paper, I'm saying Atletico Madrid with this squad, title contenders for next season.
I haven't heard you say that in years.
I haven't said it in years. I have not said it, I think, legit since like 2019, 2020.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I'm a little hesitant to believe you now, because I'm not used to hearing that, bro. I'm a little hesitant. Are you being serious off camera, bro?
No, that's right,
bro.
This is real.
Crazy. I know we got the Atletico fans watching us. Let us know, what do you think about the transfer that your team has done, because these are very notable moves between both of our favorite clubs, Liverpool and Atletico Madrid.